What's the password?
Can I come in?
Nah, that ain't it.
Hey, groovy guys and gals, this is the last of our big, huge Tonkas and Linnell's, Buddy L's, and this is a Smith toy, or something like that. Smitty toys. Now the trailer doesn't go with it, but we've got some Buddy L's and all sorts of really cool cars and or trucks in this one. You ready to check it out? Oh, got a favorite already? I know I do. Let's look at these.
Hey cats and kittens, it's a toy car case event at Johnny Roman's Supper Club. It is 3:16 on Old Johnny Clock. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot.
These are really cool vehicles. I wish I had more room in the Supper Club. And remember, Bandito del Camino diecast. Go check him out. The G-Man, tell him Johnny sent ya. Anyways, look at this vintage trailer. Is this cool or what? I'm telling you, when I see stuff like this, it just brings back kind of like a nostalgia thing. Now, I know it's dusty and musty and crusty, but the thing is, you have all the makings of a rehab. So this fender is really cool. You got an example here, but this side is missing. You can see right where it was, as well as the gate. You don't know what the gate was or did, but you can see it went up and down, flipped down, and locked back into place. Other than that, this could be hammered out gently and refurbished. Now, I don't know. Are you guys refurbishers or keep it original? I'm kind of a keep it original type of guy. So then we got this NYLINT or NYLINT, or I don't know what it is, but it's the stuff that's stuck in your belly button. So this, you can tell, is a much newer model, but this one is in really good shape, except someone jacked on this and the glass broke out. I'm sure there was glass in this, but you can see it's just kind of tabs that hold it into place. A refurbisher could refurbish this top, and again, little tiny bits of rusty crusty, but there's a big decal on the side here. I know, good graphic designer could recreate that thing. These wheels, new. This thing looks like it never hit the sandbox. So, it was an inside player. The gate opens very nicely and closes, which is sweet. Got the little detail of the handle on there and everything. And the most important, the tow hitch. So you'd be like, oh, I found this old trailer, and so I'm going to hitch her up and take her away. So, again, pretty sweet. Then we've got this. Another NYLINT. And it's a trailblazer, but look at the graphics. You've got canoes and motorcycles, motocross on there. That is totally 70s vintage looking style decal. Either this is a vintage car or they had some old graphic designer like that never moved out of the 60s, 70s. But look at this. Again, we're missing something here. Maybe it's a top. This looks like it's a Bronco modeled after, but again, details on this stuff is just fantastic. These are huge scale, so you never know if you're going to have room, but these going along a top shelf in a room would be very cool to see. Again, it's just, if you're a car truck lover, this is the place to be. You never know what's going to come into the Supper Club. Now these are all for sale. So, I don't know, send me an email or something maybe, and I'll get you the name of the guy The guy's from church. He's not a big Instagram. He's not a big person that does a lot of internet. Oh, the bat phone! The bat phone! Hang on! Boy, oh boy, do I hate phone solicitors. They just drive me crazy. I used to play with them, now I just hang up with them. So, look at this auto transport. So cool. Flat nose on there. GMC. Is that nice? Or what? Oh, I'm telling you, so cool. Now this one, again, really good condition. It's showing wear and tear. You do have one stack busted off here. The other stack is loose. The tab is broken off. And it's out. It's a little whack-a-lag jack attack. But look at these tires. Again, there's a little wear on them, but not much at all. And this is a different type of car carrier. It's really short, which is really kind of cool. It has a different rear end, which is very interesting. Look at that thing. Is that neat? Oh, just the way trucks move. Look at that. That is so cool. I know you're probably sleeping if you're not a truck guy, but hey. Again, like I said, big gas tanks underneath, some great decals on this. Got a sleeper in the back. This up on top is all together, which is really good. You were busted off one of the air horns back ends. Again, that could be fabricated if you're redoing, because real simple pieces and parts you can do that out of styrene and re-chrome that thing. Interior seems to be fantastic, of course. Now, again, if you rehab something like this, do you go in and paint all that interior? Paint the dials on the dashboard and stuff? How crazy do you get with this? Could be cool. So here's how this lever works. This pops out and comes down. And that creates part of the ramp, and then this lever here just lowers it down. Now it's a little out of line, just needs a little help there. Look at that. So simple. Is that cool? And then you just drive your cars up. Now these must be for Ferraris and Corvettes and exotics, because this is a super low profile on that car carrier. So this comes all the way up, this tucks underneath, and it is ready to go again. Isn't that cool? Again, these trucks are just so much fun. And again, if I had the space, I'd be displaying these. I was talking to Izzy of Izzy's World today, and he wants to set up a military museum just like I want to set up a toy car museum. Wouldn't that be fun? All I need is the partners and the resources and a building, right? And we'll open up Johnny Roman's Supper Club and serve some food, because I do love to cook. Look at this Lazy Boy Gallery Freightliner. Oh, is that, again, large, super large scale. You can compare them to Opa's cars back here. But look at this. Is that amazing with the sleeper on it? Here's your Freightliner grill on there. Just, again, you've got both sets of headlights, which usually bust off. The wheels look like this was bought for display and sat on a shelf forever. Molded in windshield wipers and side windows. And again, the top is all together, it looks like. But this one's in pretty good shape. Not as rusty as the other ones. I don't think this saw a lot of playtime. Now, I didn't take this off on the other one. Sorry. But to take it off, you can see where the where the paint has rubbed away from just the play with this, but again, it must have been played on carpet because these wheels really have very little wear. And I'm guessing all this stuff right on here, oh no, that's been there for a while. I was gonna say it's from all the dust that fell off these things. So this is very dusty. NYLINT Corp. You do have this, I don't know what it's called, to hold it up in place, the cab. And these wheels are hollow in the back. Just interesting, right? And you can see where all the rust is, the paint is rubbed away from this pivoting around for so many years. Now this one on the back end, look at this. This is cool. This is intact and carefully. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. Tripod in place. But look at this. That door is beautiful and has some great details on this bottom here. Isn't that nice? Now I'm going to keep this in the up position just to protect that plastic. Slides in 2 little grooves, goes right along the ceiling just like a regular one. But that's all intact, and usually the doors on these, now there is no gold bullion bar in here, because you could fit one easily in here. Oh, isn't that sweet though? Oh, so cool. Let's pull this one back over here and we'll take a look at the underneath and back side of it. So we'll see what we got going here. Oh my. I could never drive a truck, Charlie. That's all I have to say. Because I can't even manage these little toy trucks. So look, here you go on this one, which again is just simple detach. Now I just noticed that this bumper is gone on that side. I'm sure you already noticed that. And this has a super long peg. And this is your back wheels and axles. And I'm showing you because some of the ones that I'm going to show you next are slightly different and kind of interesting at the same point. So these 2 trucks are from the same manufacturer. This is the same manufacturer. This is the same manufacturer. This is not the same manufacturer. What am I doing? I'm so goofy goober. Anyways, these trucks kind of get me excited. They're really cool to see. I'm going to turn this around so we can see the cool fender. Right? Did I tell you? Bandito del Camino. So, then there's this one. Now, the interesting thing about this, which is crazy cool, this looks like it all goes together when you first look at it, but if you look at the wheels, look at these wheels compared to these. Totally different manufacturers. This is a grain hauler, and look at this. This is a Smitty Toys, Smith Miller, California. And that's the decal on it. So I'm going to pull this off. Now this one has a peg, and this one has a peg. So they definitely don't go together, but look at the wear and tear on these wheels. Just fantastic, gorgeous. Now there is a little play up and down on those wheels, but look at this truck as a whole. Is that amazing? That just is screaming vintage. I have no idea on it. I will be looking up Smitty Toys to see about this thing. Like I said, my friend is trying to get rid of these trucks. Now, this is just held in by screws, and this screw is missing. You've got Smith Miller, California on the base here. and Smitty toys on the frame. And then in the stamped into the actual casting is Smitty Toys, Smith Miller, California. So I've never heard of this brand before. And then you've got like a 109 or a 601 here on the back. Look at these rubber tires. Those are so stinking primitive. You've got S&M on the Smith Miller, on the Keep It Clean 2HD Cat Hector the cat, on the rims here, which again is cool. Now, rusty, dusty, disgusty. So, little running lights on there. Again, the details on this thing, just really so much fun. So there's the tractor on that, but this grain hauler is really sweet piece. Now, it has seen better days. You've got some of the metal here kind of torn, and again, careful reworking could put that back together. You're missing some sort of door for this grain bin. The wheels, what do they say on them? Tonka. So this could hit into one of those Tonka toys. And look at this base. Now again, it is all jacked and bent up. I don't know what war it went through, but it went through a war. But these wheels will pop up, and again, this can all be fixed. This piece of wood looks original, and you've got this as a peg to hold it into place. And then these wheels are on a center pivot, so they can go back and forth with the terrain. But this base has come out, and it needs to just be tacked into place. And these tacks, if this is the original piece of wood, which it very well could be, these tacks might have been just stripped out. And then you've got some sort of hinge on the back here where something went in these little loopholes. But again, I don't know what the original grain hauler looked like. But nonetheless, this is a really cool piece. Right? So, that's going to go over here. Now, here is my favorite. This is a Buddy L car transporter. Now, again, who didn't fall in love with their car transporters with the Matchbox king size yellow transporter, right? And ever since then, I always loved transporters. Now, I did find one of those years ago in the box, which was crazy, and I bought it. And I passed up on the Indy 500 king-size car hauler with the car, brand new in the package. New old stock. Shoulda bought it. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. So, look at this Buddy L. Now, this is like totally 60s and 70s. I love it because it's so goofy looking. You know, kind of playing off of what was happening in the diecast world at the time. Because I don't remember any trucks ever looking like this. So this one, the steering wheel's a little whack-a-like jack in there, and maybe that's because it was in heat. Or, oh, look at these tires too. Again, just fun. Buddy L Corporation. 500 wide oval, it says on these. But something busted through this back window. And maybe that's what jacked up that steering wheel, but this whole back window is jacked. And the other thing that I noticed on this was this rust mark here, which doesn't match up to the trailer. So the trailer is here. Let's see if I can get that in there. Oh, again, I'm surprised I have two kids. Hang on. So look at this rust mark here. Something was sitting there, right? And it's like a perfect pivot but it's not this, but paint matches on this, and so I don't know if they used this for another trailer or something and hauled it around with that, and maybe that's what busted out the back window, was a different trailer that they used on this. And this one has a little wear on the tires, but it looks like those could clean up pretty easily. But this goofy nose, it's like a duck face on there, which cracks me up. The other thing I noticed on this, which was very interesting, oh, here's your Buddy L, patent pending, part number 13656. This base looks pretty good, but look at, the axles are all on a slot series, so they could pivot with whatever you're driving across. Isn't that sweet? And again, whenever they made this, now Chicago knows what this is. This is a parking sticker that they put on your window when you park illegally. You've got some cracks in this windshield, which is, you know, you can't fix it. You'd have to find another piece to replace this or blow mold this yourself, which, to take this apart, it looks like you've got tabs, so it might not be too bad, but man, if you do those tabs too many times, you're busted. It's coming off. So here's the trailer, and here's the base. You don't, again, you have a, somewhere on here, I think, no, you don't have a, do you? No. So anyways, here's the base. Now these axles are in place. They're just through a hole, and you can see there's like a cut or something in this axle, which I don't get whatsoever what that is. You see that? But that's a breaking point ready to happen. So here's the trailer, and again, to me, something about a car hauler is just amazing. Let's see if I can do this again. Nope. Look at this great video as I try and get this truck together. There we go. So with this back end, again, you've got a simple lever on the side to pull it into place, and this comes down, and then you just lower this and drive your cars up. Is that cool or what? Oh, I know, it's so geeky nerdy. But these are okay shape, but at the same point, so cool. Any true car lover would love to have these in their collection. And that locks into place. And then here's the back end of it, what it looks like. This one to me is the coolest out of them all. This one's probably the oldest and worth the most. These I don't know about. And I'm just guessing because I don't know these cars at all. I really don't research them, but when they come into the supper club, this is something cool to see. So with all that, I just want to say thank you all for coming in to the Toy Car Case event at Johnny Roman's Supper Club. We had some fun with some big Buddy L's and Tonkas and Niles and Smitty toys. Oh, so cool. Remember, check out, like, and subscribe. Check out all the other videos. You never know what's going to pull in here. We got some cool stuff coming up. We still got Arizona things that we just finished up from months ago. Oh, and we got cars upon cars of new stock that have been showing up in the stores, and Johnny's been psycho about trying to find some of the ones he saw online, and he just keeps looking and looking, but usually I'm there after the dealers and flippers, so that's how that goes. And that's a-okay. Part of the hunt is part of the hobby. So, thanks for coming in to a Toy Car Case event at Johnny Roman's Supper Club. Remember, life is worthless until after 3:16 on the old Johnny clock. So, thanks for coming in, and as always, till next time, rock on, my babies! Rock on! I know you're a toy car case guy out there.
It is 3:16 on old Johnny clock. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out.
Don't you wish you had that? This is the place to be!